Welcome.
Hi, this is Scotch with Bob and Matt.
We're going to do something a little different today. We're going to be talking about the history or the origin of whiskey. I've been asked several times from different people about this. So we kind of did a little research and we looked it up and had some fun with it. Found out that actually it goes back to 2000 BC in distillation when we first heard about, but it was done for perfumes and aromatics.
Absolutely.
They didn't use it for whiskey.
Didn't know about that then.
Nope.
But they also had wine, so they
Yes.
didn't need that.
And so we move up into like Roman times, and they started to again use the distillation process mostly for the medicine aspect of it. And it wasn't until actually it got over to Scotland and Ireland in 500 BC or 500 AD,
AD, yeah.
and the Scots and the Irish started to say the stuff smells good, so we're just going to drink it.
As we do, yes.
And so it goes back way back to the Scotch and the Irish producing actually whiskey for the first time.
And depending on who you ask, it'll give you a different answer as to who was the first one. So,
Well, I was looking at it, and there's a little friar in a monastery who was given permission to distill it as an alcohol, and it was going spread then through all the other monasteries of Scotland and Ireland at that time, and they started producing the Scotch. It wasn't when King Henry VIII came along and dissolved all the monasteries, and so the poor monks, out of jobs, started to distill it for the common man, and that's the
we're very happy.
story that I read, and I thought it was kind of neat.
Yes, well, and what was also interesting, I thought, was that one of the first one was at Clonmacnoise,
Yes.
and I've been there, which I thought was pretty cool.
Oh, that's neat.
Yes,
That is.
I when I read that, it's like, oh, I've actually been there.
And then it was the Scotch industry grew in Scotland and became almost their number one, or is the number one export from Scotland, and I'm sure Ireland has their share in that. And then it came over to the States here with the Scots going into Middle America, Kentucky, Tennessee, in that area, and they started producing the same type of liquid beverage, which now today we call bourbon.
We do call it that, and we can talk about bourbon at another
Yep.
time.
So the one of the facts that I really was stunned with when I read it was every 53 seconds there's 180 scotches exported from Scotland. Every 53 seconds.
I'm not quite at Lucan's that often.
I'm just amazed at that quantity coming out of Scotland.
Well, but I mean, they produce a mass amount, obviously, and so many countries now that were not consumers of Scotch before
Yes.
are now consuming it. You've got India and China that are really big importers of this now.
It's funny, one of the largest consumers of Scotch, other than the United States, I think we're up there, but France is one of the largest consumers
Yes.
of Scotch whiskey. And you would think it would be the wine that would be the big thing there, but
Well,
that's just the Scotch.
I guess they drink wine every day. Scotch is something that they enjoy other times.
A lot of the distillers produce special bottlings just for France or Germany. India now is, because it was under the British rule, India has become a big consumer of Scotch, and they've also started distilling a like product.
Yeah, many of them. So I mean, that is that amazingly how much, as you said, every 53 seconds is an enormous amount of export. But I mean, that is a main source of their income. other than the oil and all the other stuff.
Well, that's one of the things I always say at our tastings is everybody keep drinking Scotch because we're supporting our mother country, Scotland, and keeping their economy growing. So I feel like I'm doing something for Scotland.
Agreed. Okay, well, that's a good idea. So we'd like you to consider what we've said. If you have some ideas about that, if you have other information that you'd like to share with us, we'd love to hear it. And give us information in the comments. If you follow us on Facebook or Instagram, or check out our website, scotchwithbobandmatt.org. Um, Subscribe on there. Give us a like.
Hit the little like bell.
We have products that are available now at our tastings and at kilt nights and things. We have our glasses with the Scotch with Bob and Matt on one side and New World Celts on the other. We have there's flasks that are available. That one is the New World Celt flask. We also happen to have the Barbarians at the gate. If you are a member and you are a barbarian, you can get a barbarian one as well. And we have other new products coming out too that are really cool.
So we'd like to have any information back from you. If you would like to have us do a tasting or some research into the industry, we would love to do it for
We
you.
love research.
Yes.
Love research.
So
right. Well,
subscribe and like and share. Thank you.
These are empty.
These are empty. Well, that's too bad. Thank you.